Finally, it works. Go out 5 meters. Careful.
I'm entering the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Silent. By the way, what did they find here?
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source, to find some end.
And? Did he?
That I don't know, unfortunately.
No. No point in going back this way. It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
Got someone. I'm following the signal. That noise. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Is anyone there?
What's going on? Doctor?
Checking! It's a drill! So damn loud!
Look, here, do you see it? Yes. It's the same on the other side.
Any progress?
We dig as far as the terrain allows. It'll take a while.
Regis, come in. Status report.
As for data, sir, we dug up another 3 cubic meters. The object exhibits remarkable structural homogeneity. All spectroscopic analysis shows similar results.
Steel with tungsten and nickel alloy?
That's right, with the addition of other common metals.
Is there any chance of retrieving the entire object for research purposes?
No, none at all. Even sonar couldn't cover the entirety of it. Instead, Dr. Gorski calibrated the detector, so we had to look beneath the surface.
And? What did you see there?
More of the same. What protrudes above the ground is just the tip of the iceberg. We estimate it extends at least 50 meters underground.
I see.
Furthermore, it's not a single object. Down below, there is an entire root system, so vast that it's impossible to cover it all at once, either with a scanner or a detector.
Have you followed its course?
Dr. Gorski's doing just that.
Gorski, are you scanning those roots?
Affirmative. I'm headed westwards. Been going for a few hundred meters already. Still haven't reached the end of it.
Sorry to interrupt, gentlemen, but I confirm my suspicions. This area has been tectonically inactive for a very long time, and the aeolian activity is minimal. Therefore, the material that has settled on, or rather covered this metallic structure, it's very old, which means these structures are even older.
And what are we talking about here? A few thousand years? Tens of thousands?
I can't give a precise assessment, not yet.
I'm asking for a rough estimate, Merritt.
Well then, I guess it could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years old.
Anything else?
Yes. These structures almost certainly didn't form through natural processes.
Almost?
Well, they don't look like anything I've seen before. And you know I've seen a lot, Lovick. Also, I can't find any scientific explanation for this form.
Could this be what the Alliance is here for?
Oh, don't make me guess that. I really don't know.
Personally, I doubt it, Astrogator. The more research we do, the more convinced I am that it serves no purpose at all. It's even hard to imagine this could ever have any function.
Carefully, Cobble.
Regis, we're losing reception. Koval, can you hear us? Over. Merritt, we can't hear you. Damn it.
What now, sir?
We listen. Wait for the interference to pass.
Excuse me, but I don't think it will pass on its own. We need to take action.
What do you suggest?
I can board the second lander and fly to the surface.
Just now, I can't let you go alone. My leg...
Phew. It's finally stopped.
Yes, are you there?
I am. Unfortunately alone. Working equipment gave me hope, but someone just abandoned it. Didn't even turn it off.
That is indeed unfortunate. We need to expand our search radius.
The signal's coming from a cast-off backpack.
That's concerning.
Getting close. I still don't see anyone, though. Merritt! I see her!
What's her condition?
Merritt! Merritt! Merritt, wake up! Wake up! Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No vital
here.
functions.
What's
I
going
need
on?
to. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Nothing. 1, 2. Don't do this to me, Merritt. Don't. Please. Live, damn it. Merritt. I beg you.
Doctor. Yasna.
No.
That's enough. Enough! I know. Doctor. Yes, now. We have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Everything will be fine. All fine. Cover's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Do you think? Koval.
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find it, Doctor. Alive. I'm sure about that.
Someone's here. Oh no.
Yasna, status. Yasna!
He's also not moving.
This doesn't mean anything yet.
Koval, don't do this to me. No. You're alive! Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive. Koval! His eyes are so empty. Just like Krauter's. Koval! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Krauter's?
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna.
I'm listening.
Please look around for his journal.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them, but it may take a while.
Have you found it?
No, it's nothing about Dr. Gorski. Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's go. Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Won't be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier. Got him.
With Krauter is also on its way to the sun. They'll leave shortly.
The lander's already descending. Damn. I have a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry. all this Krauter, dear merit, no Koval, an unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Some primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest, for some reason.
It's crazy how everything's falling apart here. I don't know. Maybe we're dealing with some kind of anomaly. An atmospheric or magnetic phenomenon.
Wouldn't something like that show on the charts? All those measurements Gorski took?
I remember. Maybe he made a mistake. See you up there. Only Gorski's left. He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
All right. Dr. Gorski's next, but I'll be back for Merit as soon as possible. I don't want to leave her like this.
You won't. I'll send the Androbot. Once Dr. Krauter is safe, she will fly with everybody. Back home.
I've gone over everything in that area. I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down? I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what. Well, it's weird. Dr. Gorski hardly ever parted with it.
With what? You're talking about the teleprobe.
Yes.
I located the probe. It's lying on the ground. Inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malice, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look. A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig. Hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us. Good. I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
If you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Please enter Ball E. B-A-L-L-E.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure reported was from
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
no crossroads, branches.
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein. I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
Well, I'm at the first clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
This way, I think. So much of it. I guess this is the fourth point, where the massive structure was mentioned. Our flag should be at the top.
Three, two, one.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
That's it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
I know I'm in. Hi, Bully. Lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when. Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us, but not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
We won't be limited by our own abilities. Robots will excel in areas where we either cannot or do not want to surpass them. To put it bluntly, they will do the dirty work for us.
And we'll just sit in the warm privacy of a laboratory? Send them to the other side of the universe?
Yeah, that's one example.
Well, I don't know.
Shh, Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
Dr. Gorski, are you here somewhere? These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. They're high, more or less. From 1 to several meters. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Looking at the amount of sharp ends and edges, they're rigid. Probably a very hard structure. Not to mention their appearance.
Yes?
These bushes must serve a defensive function.
Defensive? Against what?
Oh, good question. I don't see anything they could compete with. No potential predator on the surface or in the air. So, maybe it's something underground.
Yes, maybe.
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
You may lose another crew member. The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel. Roger that. All systems work.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final. Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
Even if they wanted to, they couldn't go back to Dragonfly. Their lander looks damaged, to put it mildly. Or more accurately, it seems like a storm has passed through it.
Understood. I mean, I don't understand how it happened. But that means...
Hopper is the only vehicle that can take us home. Affirmative.
Right. Well, then we can't afford another mistake. I'm taking the lander into orbit. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
We've gotten out of worse than this. Equipment breaks from time to time, that's normal. But now...
Go ahead. What's bothering you?
This lack of communication. It takes too long. Especially considering there's a cyberneticist amongst them.
Yes, it worries me too.